active on YouTube, the channel on YouTube, Asempa 94.7 FM. Please subscribe to the channel. We just want to make it possible for you to follow this show wherever you may be, through whichever means possible. On YouTube, on Facebook, on Twitter, on Twitter, Asempa 947, Asempa 947. Me, my personal handle, at Philip Bonusu, on Instagram, so Asempa 94.7 FM. This to be an exciting show this Tuesday afternoon, and I will be live in the Ashanti Regional Capital, Kumasi, and the Yenpene demonstration not about. So the NBC and its interlive parties demonstrate the second in the series after Kamalediana of the Eba Kumasi, and then it's no more. So the show capture only going to Kumasi in a moment. Now they are starting the report and interview for people. Emotion and some Kumasi, they are doing a effort to make it live. Kumasi, frequency is 94.5. What comes to Kumasi, Echo, Kumasi, OFM, a direct no GFM, offensive Prime FM, when you now are something again, Obaseco, Tsunami, Storm FM, Precum, Accor FM, Acomadan. Cruise FM, in the German South District, the home of somebody in the 4 FM, effectively live, more and more northern region, in Tamale, ABC Radio, Okosalaka, MFM, we come to say Western region as well, as about 105.9 FM, effectively live. And our lady stations like a Dorset, United Kingdom, Power Radio, Winners Radio, Golden Beat Radio, and some radio stations are probably now for the United Kingdom. Open US of Air, Golden Radio, Worcester, Hope for Life for Virginia, and most of our radio stations are effectively with US of A. In Germany, some of our radio, and the other radio stations, and we have Ekosiisen. WhatsApp line for message delivery in effect level 0546382287. More Facebook Live so which will comment that's my tablet if we are going to send it for pharmaceuticals or Papa product and for the herbal hospital life plan estate fresh man, fresh lady, fresh co capsules if we system pharmaceuticals Ecobank Ghana, the Pan African Bank, Belmont, and Bell Potato, if you Bell Beverages on the wine, you have about bioengineering, Mike Real Estate, Las Palmas Food Center, Provident Insurance, Giddy Power Mixture, and I make mineral water. And you have pressure and I say, Ekosiisen, Kumasi, Insha FMA and sister radio station at the moment. Mama, they will cook more. If we went this demonstration, I will say the interparty register against the new register of foreign demonstration, and I will put in more. I probably will see saying to me. I don't know what it is. I put it again. I move from the NPC and we make this demonstration very successful. The demonstration, like I said, demonstration is not successful for Canada. It is a success with a not a lot of demonstration and recognize bring him back. But also on Facebook Live, we will videos of the demonstration heavily on the screens, and we get to meet the bad demonstration. Anyhow, along this, we see a change. You can get onto Facebook and watch us.
Room or Ashtown, baby, see, swam around about her, a buffer, while the PM will kejetia. Now we should be padoma, a sassy and a pania, the kind of dom, send the panel by and a panel bed in the new shop. Now, so no, a ball, Bayer, every move or back 12 more. Now we should be padoma and now street is so. It will remember Pierre Dumia then Ukraine. NBC, among your company, for an AD game, and you're moving Comono. Almost on Ukraine, Mokoma is Petesa. No, more DDS, Asante Reginipa Baba, but no expectation, no anticipation. You move, you know, or more energy, papa. Yane, regional PRO police, Edin Como. I'm a god, na here, somebody to just an Ukrainian and Yajet, and I'm on par. Organizers in a fast sort of Niema na a quite much from some of us one pound so moody so Emma Yenebia Amma. I don't know who say, and she said, cat I quite money idea, me name on man yet will be so uncle boy will be store man, uncle Bonibi, me name be business here, or more any a quite organizers and a fast so a boy about you made no air cabashi. Now, me name will be PM War, Jubilee Park. Na Jubilee Park. And pennyful who do pronounce a interparting to know. Among hold on pennyful be beginner however Cassaye, Rab Bernard Mona, CPP, a beginner some so a PNC, a beginner some so, then someone who will be a tuja, as what I said, Ukraine, so a car. Ye new voter register now, electoral commission person compiling, say, or cost or tosso ya. Sika eka ebe bono Ghana be bono anka be ya se wo hwe kwanya bambo fo ne fa so do mu ho di nei ya anka ban no koso a emfa se sika no emfa nhye bambo na nka bi o madan be bi o mo dada enye papa niam o be hia broni be kasa akutument ne sa ne ma na nyina no o mo sa betimi aka bi no betimi adesu e kire se ampa wo mo ye bambo fo na nkonkwa ye sha abia no sa manyo ko bi pion mo nko ye se no mo ye se eno ana wo hwe ni yaye chochof pin ma NDC amanyoko no so begina sumpie so ebe kan sempi na de beka se efiri mu ba ya enei emu odu eni se wo hwe ni mu sisi ano saa eminent advice team na yisi no ate no ensema oma ba beka no wo mo be na awotwe enti no mo sisi ane de anka demonstration ho do mo yeso be ni na no mo twentwen so kakra na fenso so no omotwentwen demonstration ni so no na omokọ opimso anim otikọkọ so asante hene na omakonanim de akwakoto nanim se eku sei anade omanim omo eku nti opanyin ne fa na no entumi bi ema omo wo de no kra twentwen a omokọ peace council afenso the clergy nana wuku
meba o mamen kaye tiefo bi o se ebia wo pese wo hu report nana wuku ema ha wa neoma ekọ nipa a oka Oko in Facebook page ewo Asempa 94.7 FM or Facebook videos na ewo YouTube and so Asempa 94.7 FM ubetimi ahwe videos no ehu omo ana ehye caricature omo etete from ATA report ene mese report demonstration maybe omuduri omo tenetena form ene ade nyina no ubehu videos no but in some na wo kan is na wo about say demonstration the aka no person omo twentwen so kakra for be 1 week no why na two na no mutuo ka ansem no
ofosompo for ekaye national chairman e de ma NDC amanyoku no ana afenso no chochoro for panyin so de ma NDC amanyoku na Johnson na shedin ketia ono so de sansem na bi atu ega.
Okay, into the national chairman and general secretary and a cast answer. Do you almost say Sisi and after Kumasi you know omu holding on with demonstrations no?
Yes.
Na afe no omo edi omo nsama kwa kotum panyifo bi anim.
Papa.
Ebi ni otumfo na hwan bi o.
Otumfo afenso peace council afenso the clergy ene omo sa ahemfo wo Ghana ha ye ji omutum prako bi anim sa ampa omo ye ya ahemfo ene omo wa ha no. Omo de sanse no koto omo anim se sia no eku se na di animu na oba santimam hia mpo na omo so mo ba ye omo hu se no krani asantimam hia ya moboye papa eniema hudo pi o ha se bi ye nibie entinka se sika no kra no se de ba santimantam hia aba ba ye eniema project ahodo aka ne mampani ehase a wanwie afenso no yakwan ene Ghana kura ene yakwan aba ba ye asem kese da ye so a kan bo a chense ye kwa kwa esika we ehun eninti wo mo so mo ye interparty a wo mutie asem enye se bi o mo ka se resistant against electoral commission it se bi o mo kan no de bi o mo kan de bom ne niamba awo ye no ni enye ho no mo de o mo ya interparty o mutie afutuo o mutie asem enti se sia no o mo ya asopa no matie na wotwe o mo ma sa eminent advisory team na electoral commission tie no o mutie o mo be na wotwe no mo hu eniamba o mo de ba pono so na afei no o mo afa afiri ho na sa na wotwe na da ntem no eno no mo so tu hu anamon akokọ empanyifo bi na so na ne o ma twetwe nkomo so mo so ofo ma no ntumu bi efisesa Ghana se eseya o mo so etimu bi eyi ya o mo so e wo man no mu bi.
And that just a suspension of the demonstrations for just 1 week. Now watch back pe.
Na watch back sana Johnson na shedin ketia kan.
And after na watch back no man tia sem papa bia they will still continue with the demonstrations.
And then demonstration almost say gargantuan one so ba ko e ba so e wo enkran ya.
E wo enkran.
And ma mo enkran mu behu de be so pa.
But omo kan on the platform say the omo ye nyina no the omo pe any say electoral commission ebeba out say new voters register no we jai afa onye bio ansa no makoma ato won yem omo kan bibi sa
omo kan papa ene de meka say amanyoku ahodo eba bio mbegina sumpie so ekasa ye nyina ne wo mu nyina ne eho ana say wo kasa wo ka besi omo kan bibi say emra ye ba beto ye freedom abato ya no ho nsem ekoye bochi ni breman ma Ghana fo nya de ma no tumbi dudo na kan ye ana no ene okwa akotuno no na dan kwa kufa do etna se Ghana mampani etna se dwene huhu ne sem da bi de Ghana fo e kan eye eni ti oti na supreme abonten be ka se twam e bia na den ma electoral commission ne se wono so baba abonten aba be ka bi se ampa matie de parties na manyoku ahodo no e kan eni ti na menso me se fa me decision no na ye nyina yakọ the electoral the amanyoku no eka no ye nyina akọ benkom ni ade atomu na sika ye bese no omo de omo kire se enye hu na ye omo se bi a NDC amanyoku anase amanyoku ofufo bi PNC anase omo ba ye no APC wo mo be lose election in 2020 omo ogidie ye pa se so omo contest a omo gina omo be di nkunimu na emom no sika ye bese no omo ni se sika no se bi o empaso bi eni so se bi fietimi eto se sika no gukwa wo de no kura ato nkan a ye betimi e bia ye asisi school adan bebre ama free senior higher another dan kwa kufa do akofa bai wo mu de mu hu ni se nipa ba pesese bi ya pese ata so bi sadin e wo school dan mu no mu ni mo dormitories ni ade entini nyina mu no nka Ghana ban betimi de se sika yi atu sa na monpa no ayi sa nkura na fi ahohiahia no wo de no kura ato nkan a wo mo sisi economy ni mu kura ayeden idi ntine de se san akọ se sika kakra kase ya abraga na mampani obeba no odika ka se yetisika so nanso ye ho kire enso oba ye bosi a wabo ene ade de ntine sadi yesan ekọ bosia bi ma yen hwe se de wono ye betimi ahwe ne asiesie ne yi
sa meka se fa wani bubu nipa a wo hu yi e wo Kumasi monten so a omododo ye be sen a wo be ka sesen
nukreni mentini putu figure to say ana but nukreni omodoso pa fi se yehwe mfitiase no nipa na eba ni ade na wo se Ashanti region nyina o nti omobo omoye omo edumo fufi mampon edumo fi oboase ofen so kese miamia wodo pina ana omo baase omo eba ye nti wo ma bu se edon we nso abo mu bebre no mu firi aba obehwa na bi so bebre fi aba no ma bebom nti no mu do so pa nti edu abi a edi se wutomika kope ede bi fo ekogina so no watnia ateki shot be hu se se nipa mi di omumuni nti mitimi ma se bi a mo eye bi a be 3,000 4,000 5,000 but nukreni no mu do so
and as we speak sisi 42 minutes after 2 sisi ano o ma wie ma obi akọ
o ma wie ye fi Jubilee Park wode na empanyfo ni na ahiedu nketia no samlofoso ampopo kasa wie ye no ana bibia aba wie ya tese ye ptin
he find the cause of the demonstration empanyfo net na form no he find no muduru yo mutnet na form yi
ye ba adum central prison anim ho roundabout bi ho ha say obi ebodawuro ho motena ase ama asta ho nso yesta no ho ba bi no ho no nso omotena ase etrata se no de kokko so bebrebu o mutini ba na asiedu enketi so ya bere mu entena ase no matena kwan mu obia na ndie omotena ase omo aso mu twa ajajo enabu yewu o ne man koye o ana na de ne mo wakaka se omo mu demonstrate no obi a na adwuno de eye demonstration no na mo wampo na ke de enim se eja voter register ya electoral commission se ye nya for free ana omu nyina adwen wo so a na so bu se demonstrator bi se me pa chewo na ebi entina wudi dom ye tibi e se me ye demonstration ebi entina wo ye o se card na ye be ye o hai de da adampo me de ma ye me se card ben o se nya Ghana card na Ghana card ya da ye ma ye ebe de ni ebunfu hwede na na de ko kufa de ye famu e wa Ashanti region ha I was like na nipa yi hanti de edom no anase mpanyimfo edi anim no omo eya na obi won so obusa na ono nso se nukreni se Ghana card mpo ane ye ya bresei na be finne omo de emma ye na ye san kofa card fofo asan be pe so omo se Ghana omo be me ya bre papa ebi so se chekoba me se electoral commission ni agitum sisi a na ogo ahead se o yes adwumadie e di new card no e di abade e kwa for ma e no so party special safety if you say just omo kofa nkofo mba be tan ahwe se ana ombe san ba si nipa e mu konko trobodi o ni na na yesika se emu hu se party na nkasa mu no omo so e be safety e bi so okodwoma ya ntaade enti no obi a wana de obi kura kan sem bi a enukreni I don't know whether say was on the lighter note to the ana say was say MPP aban akoto pasco e de ama na te say afi no mutwa na yakase an say free senior high ne kofa bae no ya ade enti si no mato pasco na msemaame asema can you tell me for now so me back lampo ya mani bi nam so pasco de Ekosiisen ni yina ye to was David we to mo de church omo
enti na ma me ne say ono ni reason or the be demonstration no wow but flag bearer of the NDC o mampanyin dada John Dramani Mahama oba hobi
no kreni mani entwa ne so wo mu begina puppet so ma hu no ho na ye nam nipa no so ma hu no ho
okay nana wuku uni ma yem fancy bibia ni e be san so afre obi o why
Medase.
Yes, we are dancing. And I will could and chambo a year Juma will Inshra FM multimedia group, yen sister station a war Kumasi, when Moko Kumasi, we Inshra FM, one your Laugh FM, and so a war. And Tinana, I will could and chambo any attaining cano on the NDC's demonstration. For those of you who footages no from this demonstration, Oko Facebook Live Asempa 94.7 FM on Facebook ubetime humpanyifo ni gina platform so kasa nipa omo etete form any ade nyinara ubehu ni nyina on Facebook Live. And you can just log on now and get to watch some of the videos on Facebook. Now when we said any see echo, we'll still be speaking to some other people from Kumasi Ntimunshan and so emfa emaye de course ene enana wuku de emunsem ne bi atodwa amaye. Some of your messages coming through mamen kan kakra emam while we wait for the other interviews. Walanyo ewa kwetia ono say Obi, do you think this demonstration by the NDC will yield some positive results? I don't think so. NDC should simply get it clear that a nation which is in need, such as ours, cannot waste money of 173 million for the sake of your party's parochial interest to maintain the old register. We are only waiting for the date to compile the new voters register. It is a must and should be a must to purge and also to clean up the register. NDC may go on to demonstrate even across all the constituencies, who cares, and to play their war drums. But the EC is steadfast and unshakable. Walanyo ewa kwetia nedie enono. We said the EC has taken the best decision with the people in mind. The selfish interest of the NDC against the EC and the people of Ghana will not work. They should rather concentrate on what alternative they have and their manifesto to Ghanaians and cease the unnecessary demonstrations, which is of no benefit to the people. Still, 4 more for Nana and Hawakumsen success PK. There is one here from Tafa in Amrahia. Honestly, Obi, I was highly flabbergasted when I heard on Joy FM yesterday that the Galamsey operators are back in business and they are busily destroying our water bodies and the forests with impunity. Obi, what happened to the fight against Galamsey? That is Ghana for you. Let me use this opportunity to encourage my comrades who are in Kumasi demonstrating against the EC. Against the EC's attempt to throw this country into anarchy. We wish them well. Tafa Amra here. Shiftman Watonsu in Kumasi, obviously listening to us live on Jenyame FM 94.5 in Kumasi. We say, Obi, the EC is starting the compilation of the new voters register in this coming April. So I beg the NDC to advise their supporters not to go and register. 4 more years for Nana is a must. Regards to Dr. Nana Yaoboache of Asqua and Ernest Yaokomi of Akwetia. We say the protesters demonstrated in Tamale without any erection. And he used the word erection. But they got to Kumasi, then they had erection all over because of generational R and L problem. Kumasi NDC for Chrome. And there is this picture making rounds on social media. Your friends say demonstrators need me crowd picture. Omoka say, election, the spelling of election, no, an erection. And I believe that's what Guy G in Newark, New Jersey is referring to. Guy G, thank you. We say Siedun Ketia and his NDC members can demonstrate across the length and the breadth of our country, but still the EC will compile a new voters register. Greetings to Honorable Carlos Ahinkra, MP for Tema West, and to the incoming MP for Crow, Engineer Lai Odai, we free Abele Ewunungwa. Abele inungwa do no de abreye enono Ekosiisen suni Asempa 94.7 FM. We say, Obi, honestly, we need a national plan where all these issues of a new voters register will be outlined with precise timelines. If it is done so, political parties would add it to their calendar and cannot turn around to say otherwise. Issues like this will always happen until it's done that way. Unfortunately, that's from Glover Mafo. Thank you. Ekosiisen suni Asempa FM 0546 382 287. Please come through with your thoughts and let's get to hear you. So we say, why is the Yenpene-led EC getting intransigent in its action, claiming they will go ahead with a new register when the EC's own advisory committee says it wants to engage parties on the matter? Till date, the leadership of the Pentecost Church stated publicly that they are waiting for the EC to come and explain their issues. But Madame Yenpene and the EC have not gone to meet the men of God. It doesn't pay to be intransigent. Kokuma Ulinanegbe. Anyway, Abba Udru Ashanti region, chairman of the NPP in the Ashanti region, chairman won to me. Chairman, Akwabe Ekosiisen Suni.
We do short Rumira.
Na apomi there.
Yakopa Domino Party.
Wakota na numbers a pieba demonstration here na course we na enye easy o.
Okata na just a uniform crowd.
Hey, we are sure.
I may fake news now, man. What I say? Because a ball, Omoka from the demonstration at 8 o'clock. A ball 8:30. No more yet 350. I know most of the hours, Omonanti, I be through a Santa Mano. Not I no money about 750. And to 1,000 crowd, no man drew. What I say, Oman drew 1,000 crowd.
And the demonstration.
I'm not demonstrating Oman 1,000 crowd. All about the Tassiano, not almost villages, almost concrete one more. Radio stations now, what far, almost you put 10,000. And I put me out. Now, Mr. Maybe Huber. And then we do a much.
Ekosiisen on Assembly.
Maybe Huber do a much. And we almost got a number something something the what I say, and then at the I John Mahama near NBC, I said, look at the now, I have said I want to. And we'll see radio station TV, no, I which a missing NBC. And all the political parties in Ashanti that will work for me. I'm the governor of Ashanti. I quote, 2016, November 14, 2016. I think John Mahama said, no political party be no more be a demonstration. So also here demonstration now called IPAC. Now we man call for no IPAC. Na niema Bopa Samokano. Or to make it known to the electoral committee in the IPAC hall. Then the idea the CR and then will be a John Mahama. We will here with me into call for. Mr. Inconsistency and hypocrisy will kill John Mahama. What you say? John Mahama, inconsistency and hypocrisy will kill him. Or here we will see 14th November yao. 14th November 2016. Now we are there. Everything I was Ghana for and can be a real huh? Ababase, no Ababase, no Ababase, no Ababase, no Ababase. Don't have you say both. I have never 2020.
But Chema unto me. Nyabotre. Semi. Chema unto me. Nyabotre. Me share videos yen reporters they are sending yes streaming be our Facebook no. Nipa e call demonstration o 1,000 no.
I don't clear.
Hey.
I don't clear. Okay, and then me catch la almost say. So mo pa and the problem will be a card. I'm going to tag him from a woman. A conference war with channel. Near more than 150,000 people. It's me here. Animal will be a. It will move the tax here. Almost so we in the past 20,000 or maybe the tax here. I don't know matter. I mean, I'm your governor. I mean, I'm quite. It's no more be a card and some will be a. What I said. We not target for Mobia. Mr. Omundru. This is no about that. No about that. No about that.
But chairman, inti Uti now so uti uba mu edi omachi. Also now uti uba mu di omachi.
Miki uba mu di omachi because something Kenya me say.
Okay.
Miki uba mu di omachi.
Okay.
So they catch I told them that they are coming to do for me. They have worked for me. Who just said? Oh, your fitness club no we here no. Who just said? Who be here training? Who just said? Eti you know who just something Kenya me say. Hello, Colonel. Who just said? Colonel. Eti I know after me time me person me do say. Why no mo say all the political parties in Nigeria can win. 2016 Muslim are 400,000 people. Now we are demonstrating here. Now can Muslim defend the area. Man 700 and I'm here 1,000 crowd. Now this is actually the person Muslim money ayare kof ba ho. Ayare ga mo de ne ba ho. Mo de benamona mo de ne ba ho. Ana mo fa me wo pa ko ti bra de ne ba ye. Na ma fam pita say me was faculty say the Kwame Nkrumah PDP pa no yense eti Kwame Nkrumah PDP na ye PDP for samra so me dey qualify na so see practice na mbokum sakosi practice so PDP can make suspend no can we suspend him as a governor can we suspend him me na dey catch now but PDP for say Omu someone is Bokano. Omu Sabe, Aba, home, Nathaniel, home, no. Also, no. Who's working home? Aka so do you work for Kwame Nkrumah CPP and I said, we are Jimama Domahama NBC. And you are Domahama NBC that 2060, I can't remember Tommy Akwaba. Omukoko change the logo, no. As I saw me in a Ghana for my area, as I saw there, we are Kisa Adabraka, Yabafa, Adabraka, Domahama, Kudo, Kumo, Abo, Yakupo, a few more, yes, and maybe a 2 woman, Gabi Ochedakia Bono, Mimu to me up, the Pucho Bome, Obi, Yabono, and Yadi, Amabi, Domahama, the rest, Yana. Eh, Monsieur. Oh, my God, they are not serious. I have a few pieces of advice for them.
No, but
my pieces of advice, I was so with me name or running me. What I say? I was so with name or running me. Time like this, 2016 time like this, you know. Many people are running me. Time like this, we have your manifesto about. Time like this, yes, me have your politics there. That they hear the case. Time like this, we are saying about oh, I time like this, we are talking this. I have to start training in that training for our ones, you know. Time like this, we are being shot. We are here by the years ago. I'm waiting for them to bring their manifesto. And once they bring their manifesto, then they will know. Someone to me, I'm more educated than them. Because I'm going to punch holes. I'm going to pick NDC manifesto 208-24. Okay, I say. And then after 2016, then I will come back. None of the accepted. And then, not enemy the booster, Domahama, and confirm no. Omuka say mutupi Ghana ko Burkina no da ben eba me try one move. You know, I have more energy. Me say no tin na ebo a omo ma omo de Mahama ba yo. What I say because when you say Mahama is me every.
Okay, Chairman, my young fan one after the other. Edi kan nyabotre. Yen go back to demonstration course no. Me de say na wo say udi omo echi. Numbers a wuhu ye waka say a new 1,000. Not just say enya de ebo wuhu empusu kra kwan bia so.
Otie. Media. Sauba Kaya 2016.
Yes.
Na do Mahama wo salo for say. Otie ase. Na sabre no o wa mabitule. Na sabre no ye president, no ye commander in chief of Ghana Armed Forces. Na sabre no timikata no Ababa no Ababa
on Asempa FM.
Okay, okay, our cast over 1.5 million votes. No, yeah, 1.2. What I say? No, may have boom, you'll be a keep boy, Bugadi or Chile, Commonly at the Minutes. And to say, I ended the phone you should hear. Oh, I know, what the 12 no one we knew. What I see, of course, Supreme Court for more than you say, now a ballot pattern. And to me, my mental say, now,
my final question, say, Sisi NDC for say until say electoral commission best some madwin say after your compile voters register bill no
I order them
demonstrations.
I order them as a chairman to me. I order them so mo what e player no omo na betro obudu and you NDC for any day I national education card ba omo ka say there be ku omo ni no mo register na omo a me see hypocrisy and inconsistency will kill John Dramani Mahama.
Chairman, want to me that see Ekosiisen should hire Asempa 94.7 FM. That's the Ashanti Regional Chairman of the NPP. 2 minutes after 3, we'll still be on the lines and get to speak to some other people. Nina Efa demonstration and Akosui eho and the videos on Facebook. Let's have a person wow Chairman want to me say na ote or not see what today mu Huba. Oti Huba mu edio machi na numbers are ono hu ye new thousand crying to go Facebook go share numbers na from what I'm seeing the numbers are more than 1,000 but ono say na odio machi into go Facebook na also go share na when who said the neoma AC echo and you can get on Facebook and watch our stream and also on YouTube YouTube channel on Asempa 94.7 FM. Okay. Ma yenhwena yentwaso ma me afia koto good afternoon to you. Was not Huba Mudio Mochi. I want to be with anyways, Farouk Otem, I'll say afternoon Obi. Now that the NDC and its surrogate have finished their their leisure walk peacefully without anyone losing an eye, can we now give the EC peace of mind to do their constitutionally mandated work? Kwame and Co. shouting and doing propaganda cannot stop the EC from compiling a new voters register. The inconsistencies and hypocrisy will keep the NDC deep in opposition for a long time. Farouk in Tema. Let me see if I have some other messages here. We say, someone respectfully tell the NDC they are embarking on a very fruitless and result-free demonstration because it's obvious the compilation of a new voters register is bound to happen no matter how hard they try. I think they should rather channel their resources, time and energy into other essential things like serving their faithfuls and apparatchiks with a well-drafted manifesto and other things to woo the electorate. Else, the comfortable lead missile will hit them harder than it did in 2016. Jomo Pokwase Festus. Comrade Joshua Kamba, a national organizer among NDC. Comrade, Akwaba Ekosiisen Suni.
Me love the pastor what is saying.
Yeah, me adome ho ya na unso
Me see I respect first message ba kwa kan. Onim ye nyina ye nim no ba ye see obi o ha ye friend no aposam Satan.
Yes, Satan.
You see so bi na ma nyame eyi ni free
Asempa FM.
Heaven e ma no be
Asempa FM.
Na fa so ba no ye friend ahantan.
Yes.
Boniye Krono Almasoni Nema Eno and Satan Ediba into let the MPP and His Excellency Nana Akufo-Addo and Team Mensa made I know say for the first time in the history of this country Yetimi appointed Minister in charge of Elections Affairs at the EC and Deputy Minister in charge of Election Affairs at the EC. This is the first time I ever started we have to say Yakoyi Nana Akufo-Addo, the president, or appointed minister for elections affairs for the MPP at least. Let the people keep saying Amason and Omudibeye Juma. Rather,
than thinking about what Ghanaians. It is not only us as political party. If you see Imani Ghana, I mean, we know the stance of Imani Ghana. Many of these groups that have come out to kick against the new voter register. I don't call it new voter register, to kick against the Nana Akufo-Addo's register. To kick against the Nana Akufo-Addo's register. Those people are listening.
Ekosiisen on
Comrade, yes, at here for Joe. So, Osha Nipa and a Pia Kumasi Ebekam, whom we demonstration now. From what you saw, say a case for number to swa a Nipa bear saying.
We are looking over 20,000.
Nipa by any
crowd. Yes, I think so. We're looking over 20,000.
No,
the distance was quite far. The distance was quite far entirely. And what impressed me is that someone said, "Hey, working day."
Yeah.
They now appealed to me when I got to Ashanti region. Say, "And keep it to me, yeah, no weekend." So that the Greater Accra one would have been a weekday. But most of them are other government workers, and now they are coming from far, and the time was short. Sunday, most of them Ekosiisen, Saturday, Sunday, and then Monday they would have been doing something else. Tuesday they would have joined us. But the number that I've seen, given it to be Ashanti region, any commentary now, let's see on the sidelines, and Uncle Paul Eka, I think the Ashanti region, we salute them, we thank them. Now, senior Obi now, never the baby, you never be baby. This is just the tip of the iceberg.
Okay, the 20,000 now what can and on a number now more expected, and as a number a bad demonstration in the 20,000. No?
We're looking over 20,000, and I'm saying I'm looking over 20,000 for the crowd that I saw. I'm looking over 20,000, and because obviously I've not been able to say me count it, but if you see the crowd and how it was choked, at the point people were sophisticating. Now, Yakacha said, no, we should speed up. So I will open up the crowd. So I have to move through back and forth to make sure that we'll let people run faster so that people don't suffocate and get hurt. What I mean, my organizing unity work, Ghana, and unity works, most of them was like that. And what I had to do in order not to encounter casualty, I ran through and through. I'm making sure that the BI okay. It's a bit tiring though, but
yeah. So compare the crowd in Kumasi and Tamale. Diana Obega's in Nipa Bapa.
I think Kumasi in a crowd, and I'm unable to measure.
Okay.
Because the maker said,
okay.
Unless of course I did a head count. I can be a head count there, then I should be able to say so. But the crowd, I'm hoping that Accra and other places, would also be having serious picketing. This is going to be serious picketing. And
only the next way I remember. Your reporter may who say chairman of Oswampofo, General Secretary said Ketiaka say after Kumasi the breaking for 1 week. Mo person mo share the advisory committee, eminent advisory committee, Ebeka. Now fi more advice mo. Is that the case?
If the chairman and the general secretary, I can, but I can only tell you that as a national organizer, I have my program, and my program is that I know, sir, I'm supposed to be organizing the next demonstration in Greater Accra region, and then some other activities are you get to know soon. Yeah, you're organizing some other activities are the fact that we are not in the minds of the EC for the new we will not also allow anybody to be in our mind. So you see the next actions that will be taken in the country.
Yeah, but how can picketing no picketing
apart from picketing, there will be unusual things that will happen. I mean, I can assure you we will do things according to the law to make sure that we resist the EC, and there will be unusual things, but it will be within the law, confines of the law. Things that have never happened.
Unusual things are a lawful.
Very lawful. Very, very lawful.
Hey.
The one with the AC Korea.
Yes.
It started like this. Korea started like this, and I'm telling you that as Korea has started like this, you understand. You get to understand some of them soon.
But the end game, is to stop the EC from doing the new voters register. EC in Swama signal now clear. Say latest by middle of April. Almost say a new voters register. I don't know why.
That's why and I say a hand tiny ahomaso and Emma Bonsambe Abonsamane. And here you say Madam Jimensa, she's putting herself within the categories of devil, evil ones.
But that's not a fair comment to make about the electoral commissioner.
But I'm just telling you what I think about her. You want to take that away from me too?
No, I'm saying whatever you think is fair for you to say. The fact that
that is what my mind tells me about her. What you are saying, and I'm arguing. Catch me say she's trying to behave like the evil one. So I want to situate her as the thing. And it has never happened in this country. Say, appointing EC. Seriously, no regard for even iPad. Seriously, this is the first time. What Chinamu pa say on the iPad apart from NPP. She will not work with any other person that is opposed to Nanado. And Basa, I am telling you, it has stopped saying that it's new register. Uti Chairman Sabusu. Or see, they are going to do a register that will not see the MPP NDC win power. So, in other words, I have named it Akufado's register. Into Omuye, Madam Jimensa and the bossman Atari, they will do a register that will satisfy her paymasters. And that's exactly what they want to do.
If the EC goes ahead in April, now almost start a compilation now, would you boycott the registration?
You see, sir, I know who say EC for the never. For me, I've never been able to read their mind, and I'll tell you that me as the national organizer of the party, you won't read my mind. They unfold as they would have to unfold, and you get to know them soon. Don't worry, we are in this country.
No, but and a monomo end game, they say you want the EC to stop the new voters register, Meboa.
Exactly. No, don't say new Nana Kupado's register. Yes.
Mope say EC stopping the new voters register compilation.
We want Nanado's register not to happen. Exactly so.
But why do you think
I refuse to identify it as new register, but Nanado's register?
Why do you think say it was some momo wish in Kwana ye Juma? I didn't hear.
Chief, it is not about our wish. Is it the political parties that is complaining? Is it only the NDC? It's not just the NDC that is complaining. Did you hear the ones of the civil society?
Yes.
Did you hear that?
Yes.
And how many civil societies? Did you ever hear that has ever happened in this country before? That the majority of civil society have come to do a press conference and they kick against it. And then somebody is held bent on producing another's register because that is part of the deal. Say, I'll make you the EC boss, and then you make me a real register.
In when the NPP were in opposition, Omonso demonstrators say, Anka EC any new voters register then.
And we gave it to them.
Hold on. The EC at the time, yet new voters register no won't. And I'm talking 2015. Let my vote count demonstrations any other. Would you say, sir, under Charlotte says now a part of the deal, say manning a new voters register?
Good. Before then, now I have voters register.
Yes.
And then we actually bow to what the MPP wanted. MPP first they wanted biometric registration device, which was procured by the then EC. They wanted a verification machine, which was procured. Amuko court said the thing said registration you see NIA card at the registration. Emma court said we had the year over 50,000 in remove. That time we were the ones in government. Dr. Bamia said he's been able to do some facial identification. We said Togo 41 EC ABM said let them bring a friend saying Omutogo register on if it's the truth. So whatever request the EC the MPP then had said, the EC willingly gave it to them. At that time we were not human beings. the Charlotte Osei at that time did the will of the MPP. She did it when they went to court. Whatever the court said, they didn't argue with it. They gave it to the MPP. They did everything. They didn't go to court to file any
not the will.
against them.
That was not the will of the NPP. That was what the court had decided. In the court area, you have to use that.
I'm saying that the court could have, the EC could have decided to go for a review or anything.
Mm-hmm.
You understand?
Yes.
They could have fought the case, but they didn't fight it. The NDC didn't push lawyers to go and fight the case. So whatever the MPP had always requested for, they gave it to them. Why is it that the NDC saying that? And you know, this is a register that was made for Nana Akufo-Addo. And register who is Nana Addo man the president. But it's the same register.
But this same register, Nana Addo lost an election with.
Oh yeah. And Emma Nana Addo. So yesterday somebody was telling me, then it means that Nana Addo didn't win the elections with 1 million votes, or he didn't actually win. It means because the register, Ujina Muma, yet to Abama, we have 1 million votes. Then it means that it's a good register. Why is he running away from that register? It means that there's something to it. And the reason why they did everything to remove Charlotte, because at that time Charlotte might have investigated it, so they hardly removed it so that you cannot know what the MPP did. So it means that the MPP did something with that register. That's why they are afraid of this register.
Comrade.
Me too.
In the same vein, ebi nso beka say monso munim de share register we ntina mo se chenchena mo mpese ebesesa no and o beka na afa
na register ye nim de hwe mu no sa register no and ye de to abama obi benya 1 million vote.
Yes, the same register no some dey win election da
le pacho you win elections, some also they win elections.
Yes,
that particular register we are going to take the register. Yes, clean register no. Yes, I register and conform 18 years. Yes, I can say I will for who are Buseni be only say only be a free mobile, Pabra ne depending in free mo. And also yeah, the particular register Akotwaba 6 new regions. There is a very particular register, me no can once in CCI. Akotwaba assemblyman unit committee members. Very lawful. So if this is a truth that the Akufo-Addo's administration actually had won election with over 1 million votes, as they keep claiming, why are they running away from that register?
Akamba, exercising your right to vote, and compulsory. It is a choice. At the end of the day, if the EC decides to go ahead with the register, are you minded to probably tell your supporters, in principle, we are against a new voters register in the Amamunko register?
And as long as we are unable to read the minds of the MPP and EC, I am not going to speak my mind on air for you to know. They would unfold. Mikato said the event will unfold as the day goes by, and they'll keep. Let's say in Hong Kong,
unusual neomana wo kano
that resistance will resist them, will resist the EC, and will resist government and make sure that they are unable to subvert the will of the people. We have all agreed to democracy, and that is what is going to happen. It's our democratic and legal right to fight the oppressor, and we will fight the oppressor in a lawful way.
And the unusual neomana wo kan though lawful but unusual, no, a boycott of the registration. I'm
not sure is as part of my mind you want to know, and you will not know that my mind. I refuse for you to see my mind.
After Kumasi demonstration, what next?
Greater Accra.
Dabain.
We're looking at 28th, but like you said, we will sit down anytime we have after the demonstrations. Our chair committee will sit down and review the demonstration and activities that went on, and then we'll take it from there.
Joshua Kamba, Mayor Nasi, Yabesi Dinkomobio. He is the national organizer of the opposition NDC, Joshua Hamidu Akamba, and Motenen. Ekosiisen Suni, Haya Sempa FM. Let's get to hear you. What do you think? In Sema Wati Efrini, 0546 382 287 0546 382 0287. And here was a long list of amount for anyone AD and Como. We'll get to the others now in a moment. Montreal in Sambibre na 21 minutes after 3. But more than yeah, can say Honam 8 to 2 Ebia Wood Qatar, feverishness, body aches, joint aches. A drew was a one any FPAC tablet. Where the 16 years and above in Quadia would draw and no. Me patros or asthmatic patient or ulcer patient a men nom FPAC. Mr. Wa Mofranens yenya mumu. It is where the 6 months and above. Ya FPAC junior de amamo. And the farmer Mofranens or enom na and sawon yare. Amponsa ifa pharmaceuticals drew and no. Sa wonom nabe me and sana still symptoms no ho akọ ne ko hu doctor. Ehia yen papa FPAC or say blows your pain away. Obapa product so at the Africa Queen mackerel no aba yewo oba papa sardine oba pa tomato paste ni nyina ura any supermarket ukodwom kudidwa bomoden na ma wonsa enka Africa Queen mackerel oba papa sardine and oba pa tomato paste easy to open we here sekan anything katabia wotwen ya na ebie na wona wo sen no opedudu to afre 0302 668357 0302 668357. Founder and leader of the APC, Dr. Hassan Ayarega. Doc, thanks for joining us. This is Ekosiisen on Asempa FM. Hello.
Ekosiisen on Asempa FM.
Hello, Doc. Hello. Okay. Line into two Dr. Hassan Ayarega and now share videos and the pictures. I know you're one of the leaders of the demonstration of this demonstration. Dr. Hassan Ayarega, good afternoon and thanks for joining us.
Good afternoon to you and then good afternoon to your listeners.
And I hope you're doing well.
Just tired from the demonstration. As you know, we worked almost 5 hours. It's a lot for a young man like me.
How did it go for you from where you sit? How did it go?
I think that we did a marvelous work. The people of Kumasi responded to the demonstration in a very peaceful manner and an understanding manner. The situation was calm, exciting, and debatable, because many of the demonstrators were happy with the issues of the political party denying or not allowing the EC to force them into compiling a new register.
Ekosiisen on Asempa FM.
You see, EC came out with several arguments for the reasons of compiling a new voter register. One of those was that the voter register was obsolete. When you see a voter register is obsolete, what it means is that it's not credible, it has no use, and it cannot be used for anything. And for that matter, they needed a new voter register. But you see, our arguments are, one, you just use it for the limited registration exercise. 6 months ago, you made our young men and women queue in the sun to register themselves for the next election, 2020. After that, in June, you came to December, then you conducted assembly elections and unit committee elections with the same register. Then you came out to say that the register was perfect, credible, and the results was free, fair, and credible. Now, if you say that, how do you turn again in less than a month to say that, oh no, the register is not credible, it's obsolete, it's overstretched, and it's bloated. And you want us, reasonable human beings, to just believe you without asking questions and getting better response. Number two, they spend $4 million every year in the refurbishment and maintenance of the register. So that means in 2016, they spent $4 million, 17, $4 million, 18, $4 million, 19, $4 million, and then 2020 they're going to spend. So after spending all these money, then you come out and say, oh, the voter register is not credible, and we cannot use it for the next election. So we need a new register. And that you believe that the register will crash. If that is your belief, that the register will crash, does not necessitate or compel you to come out with a new register. All you need to do is to get a system that can update your systems so that you can transfer the information from one register to another, thereby saving Ghanaians time, resources, money, and the rest.
Doc, every keen follower of our political space might have heard you argue quite vigorously some of these points. I think for where we are now, the EC has made it clear that
Ekosiisen
latest by the mid of
Asempa
April, they will begin compiling the new register. As leader and founder of the APC, knowing very well that the right to vote is a choice you can decide to exercise, would you advise your members to go out there and register?
First of all, I would need to advise the EC. My advice to the EC is that they are supposed to encourage democracy and then the rule of law in terms of voting and acceptance of our electoral results. They are supposed to also make sure that we have a free, fair, and credible election.
Yes.
And it's also their duty to make sure that we believe in democratical principles and abide by the values of democracy. If they say that whether we like it or not, they are going to force and do the register, all these beliefs that are said, do they really believe in those principles, the democratical principles of Ghana, that we have to believe in democracy? So that means that they themselves don't believe in democracy, because democracy allows broader participation, discussion, and dialogue, not forcing the people to accept what they don't want. The people are crying, the people are shouting. They say, we don't want it. We know the complications. These are the issues. Civil societies have joined the wagon. Many civil groups have joined the wagon. Why don't you then sit down and dialogue with them? You said, no, I'm going to proceed, whether they like it or not. So if they say whether we like it or not, they are going to proceed, then the EC is not qualified to be an institution that has to promote democracy.
Okay, it comes back still to my question.
Your question is that, look.
Yeah, would you tell your members not to go and register?
There are two people involved in the compilation of the voter register. That is the EC themselves, and their duty is to make sure that they send the devices and other things to the register center. The other part is the political party, and they are now supposed to make sure that they carry their members and encourage their members to move from their homes and their communities to the voting center. If EC succeeds in compiling a new voter register and send it to the centers, and we, the political parties, refuse to send our members there, what will they do? Will they be able to compile the voter register?
There are obviously other political parties in support of the new voters register.
And then those political parties cannot get less than 3 to 4 million voters. Will they go ahead with that for an election year, with the next election?
Why not? Why won't they go ahead with the next election?
Then they are going to cause chaotic situation in 2020, and that is what we are trying to avoid.
So the point is from where we stand now, should the EC decide to go ahead, you and your members will boycott the registration. Do I get that understanding?
Registration. Not even boycotting it. We'll put an injunction on it.
Okay, by heading to the court, I suppose.
By heading to the court. And that is what we don't want to talk about now. Today we are presenting a petition to the chief, the king of Ashanti, Otufo, at 4:30. We'll go and present our petition to him, and we'll present several petitions to several bodies and institutions that really matter in this country. We are peaceful, loving people, and we believe in democracy, not autocracy.
But you seem to call for, broad stakeholder engagement, but you come to the table with an entrenched position. Do I get that feeling?
No, that is the last resort. We always have to have a last resort.
No, I'm saying you seem to come to this table with a very entrenched position that it is either your way or no other way. The EC should stop the compilation of the new voters register.
That is not what we say. We say engage us. Let's debate on the matter. Let's look at the issues, and then we all have a public forum about this voter register. You have your argument. Look, the EC is using Article 45A to support their argument that we need a new voter register, and that the Constitution with the Article 45A gives them the power to compile a new voter register. But you see, they need people to really educate them on that article. 45 is, and I quote, functions of the EC to compile a voter register, revise it as and when it is necessary, determined by law. If you look at the quotation of the Article 45A, it did not say if you have a voter register, compile another one. It says compile a voter register. Once you have a voter register and you have issues with it, revise the voter register. So what is the EC telling us? We should compile a new voter register. Let me tell you something. They are using the facial argument, facial verification has another reason for compiling a new voter register. Look, I don't think the EC themselves have people who really advise them. We already have a facial recognition and documents on our our voter ID card. If you go to vote, they verify you with your voter's ID card facially as well, because there is on the ballot paper your face is there. The ID card you come with, which is the voter ID card, you have your picture on it. So what are they talking about facial verification?
Dr. Hassan Ayariga, the provision you quoted from the Constitution has been with us since 1992. And from that point up until now, the EC had cause to compile new voters register. In fact, one was done in 96, we had one in 2004, and then in 2012. So that really defeats your understanding of that provision of the Constitution, no?
No. That actually means that they abuse the law, not that it defeats my understanding of the Constitution. The mere fact that they did it and Ghanaians did not vote doesn't make it right.
Really? So your understanding is that the EC should have maintained the voters register used in 1992, and that update same as time goes on?
At that time, the political parties agreed to the compilation of a new voter register. Look, the West register is those ones that we had in the past, but now we have the best register that has biometric features, and you cannot tell me that this register with biometric features is not credible. Let me tell you something. It is only in Ghana and Africa that we compile voter registers for people to go and vote. In other countries, they use their ID card for voting and every other thing. Look, Africa, we are so ignorant that every time we have to create something, voter ID card, national ID card, health insurance card, all spending and wasting our resources, when we could have done one card that can be used for all that. Why do we spend every 4 years or every 8 years millions of dollars of our resources that is limited to compile voter register every time for an election? Why? One could have had a database system that can capture one card, and then every other institution would derive its information from that data system.
Dr. Hassan Ayariga, it's a pleasure talking to you. Many thanks for your time.
My pleasure too. Thank you.
He is the leader, founder of the APC party. And Moten Ekosiisen Suni, Asempa 94.7 FM. This one says that Obi, this is simply the dictatorship of the minority, and per Akambe's definition of intransigence, who merits his description of Satan as used by him. Bottom line, the NDC and their allies have their position. The NPP and their allies also have their position. And most importantly, the EC also has its independence. Mike Kweku Oforia Sante, NPP constituency chairman, Amasaman constituency. Where this one? Where say? Okay, who is this? I say, Obi, the reason for the BVR demo is hollow. You see the problem we have in Ghana? Jacob Osei Yeboah, independent presidential candidate, Joy, baby, our friend Joy, Nedia or de Abba and no. Where he say, I've watched video footages and seen photos of today's demonstration by the NDC, and I must say I'm very appalled. In one of the videos, Joshua Kamba is seen seated with colleague party members on the ground chanting war songs. Now, I have 3 quick questions for them. One, what are they teaching their children by rubbing their buttocks on the ground amidst the by force wailing.
On Asempa FM.
Is there any difference between their behavior and what? Okay, that's a bit harsh. Most importantly, which collateral damage does the NDC stand to suffer if a new voters register is compiled? Lastly, after all is said and done, will the NDC have the moral fortitude to urge their members to register after all the mudslinging? Regards to incoming MP for Amasamana, Kwesi Afrifa Mensa, Villia Champion of Subin, and Ernest Komi of Akwetiase Obama. Thank you for your message. Prince Henry Ewo Koforidia, Prince Henry Koforidia. I say, we have not agreed on hashtag new voters register yet, but the ruling NPP General Secretary Honorable John Boedu said on Asempa FM Ekosiisen yesterday that the EC will start the new voters register on the 18th of April 2020. Is the NPP government led by President Akufo-Addo the PR officers for the Electoral Commission? Hashtag say no to new register. Prince Henry. They are brave and no. We say, I get amused when I hear people like Comrade Akamba talk. People like him go about shouting we would fight, but on hearing the first gunshot, they would be nowhere to be found. Idi Amin said he was the conqueror of the British Empire. The moment the Tanzanian soldiers crossed the Ugandan border, he fled to Saudi Arabia and stayed there till he died. Brave men hardly make noise. Was there confusion in Ghana in 1992 when the NPP boycotted the parliamentary elections? Edwin Intakrade, any. Report reaching me indicates that the EC intends to kickstart the compilation of a new register after the first quarter of this year. If so, then clearly this is a pursuit of something unattainable with regards to the Yenpene demo by members of the opposition NDC. I pray they continue to remain decorous in their subsequent demonstrations, though it seems to me an exercise in futility with recent development. A pointless endeavor, I smell. So sorry. Jomo Pokwase Festus. My very good friend Alfred Kojo Tradels say, good afternoon, Obi. The NPP led by President Akufo-Addo claim they defeated the NDC in 2016 with 1 million votes margin. Why is the NPP afraid to use same register in 2020? We don't need a new register. We rather need a new president. Tradels, dear and no. Some very interesting messages coming through. Keep yours coming. 0546382287. Pythagoras theorem says, and will the NDC boycott the elections if the new voters register starts? Are they not smart to know that they are indoctrinating and depriving their members as a result of this incomprehensible demonstration? And will they go back to inform their people to register for the card, including themselves? This is a self-defeating exercise. Pythagoras. Alhaji Sani, a former Ashanti Regional Vice Chairman of the NDC. Alhaji Sani, oti yanke mwakwabe kosi saying suni.
Yo.
Na apomu ya de.
Oh, nyakoba obi na mnene kasa.
Obi na onene kasa, obi ya na onene kasa.
Obi.
Alhaji na ene pictures ni videos are mehu of the demonstration mehu wo mu ade wan kobi.
Hey, comfortable. Let's say unim say ye ntimi nya de mrantie ne ye.
Indina
but ye timu akotene pa.
Na wo fie na wo monitor neoma.
Dabi me kan wo bi.
Hey.
Ye nam zu obefa keje ti akofa yin akofa asafu nyina eba Jubilee Park nyina me kan ho.
And then I would hear na video see me man who yi.
Hey, na video ni pa kura na video ni kura no sebe wo ni me. Nka wo bi na ho de anka obaka sa alaji ni fatu no so.
Yeah. Na ye ne chairman won to me edi nkomo. Na ose oti uba mu edi mochi uhu no.
Obe
chairman won to me say na oti uba mu edi mu nyina mochi. Uhu no wani bo ne so.
Oya o dabi wo bo adi tro no me. Wo di ntro do man. Odintro.
Na ose ni pay ba na mo ya be 700 na mo 1000.
And na 700 any small number. No me ka say o ka say wo say no me ka say o de be 20 and 25 bi na eba.
No, ɔsɛ mo hyɛ ase ɛno bɛɛ 8 ne mu de na nipa bɛɛ 200 300 bi pɛ nti ɛbɔ bɛɛ 11
ɔboa wontumi deɛ sɛ da a ɔbɛka nokorɛ da no a wɔbi da no a wontumi da a ɔbɛka nokorɛ no da no a wɔbi
nti from the wohu yɛ no nipa bɛɛ sɛ pie ba
wopa fa no to lie so na me ne no nka sɛ he is a liar wɔyɛ torofo na akwadaa ɛte sɛ no no wɔntwa ntorɔ he should not be lying around simply because of politics. Me I lie me nipa because so kasa me nka no kura obi ni nkum me maame a me nka na kyerɛ ma twa ntorɔ na ma mu no sɛ yɛn fa ba bi ni ma kyi bibi a hame a I don't see why I should lie.
No, but uka say o twa ntorɔ wo so wo ma yɛ numbers a na ba
o da bi sɛ ni wudi nkɔmɔ obi wo number no deɛ man fa ma wo kura no do personally man kan 1 2 3 4 5 what the person me kyerɛ but you didn't target 20,000 but we had more than 30,000.
Hey Alaji Sani
Ajaba
nipa more than 30,000 buy.
Yes.
Hey Alaji Sani na unim 30,000 ye there.
Hey ene mesere wo obi wadawoma nyame mo abotre na kyerɛ me sɛ deɛ 30,000 city wadawoma me bumfu yi.
Oh no,
o question no emu ogu pa me nim 30,000 pacho ya na 30,000 to say
30,000 not just say Baba Yara Sports Stadium ya ya man no
na me say nipa ye to 2 pounds
Ekosiisen on
more than more than you say 500 to 600 kilometers ne thickness nyago let's say we say Kumasi Sports Stadium to me for 40,000. Me to Kumasi,
but
I know need the capacity no.
Alaji 500 kilometers. Now there's a Kumasi to Tamale no.
Dabi. Oh. Asamuni na ye mabufu ma no for me.
Me am it me 500 meters. 500 meters.
500 meters na me beka.
Okay. Enti ene no udi mutintiman de mu kan nyina ne se Electoral Commission Voters Register no onyaye e ma ne nya kra anasa no on them ntena senkasa which is which
already no eminent people no are now advisors to the Electoral Commission no. After meeting the Electoral Commission no mo here declare say one camera no ne all concern nya NDC nko ye ba no so nya NDC nko na ba yo other political parties ka o what did they make no
me patch on
eno omu nyina bebo a ye me ya ade no nti no enya NDC nko a
Ekosiisen
nti no
FM
wo ma advance no so on family me entra se ye kutam dialogue de senya de bone
yes
so bi ka se bi wonum na sebe memfa aduane hye wonum a senya tem didie entokwa to nya de papa wow enti no empanifo be na class a wo mo ka chen so woni entrance no we are prepared obi ya ka kire man san nyina say ya prepared say wo mo ka che entrance a ye be class NDC ya ever prepare other way nyina agya to me say de na ye see entrance enka no no ana no mo so wo mo mpene ene ko fa we nyina baaye na o de mi busa ne say o po wo nsem ye dan se bibia nu nsem a ada na obema nkwada titu nsa achi ba mu so bibia nu nsem o so apo wo nsem eni etitu nsa achi sa ba mu o so se hwenim eti ne so o ma mu dia na bibi wo mi wu no obi a wakoto atade ma atade ne ye fia wo se ma yi ato atena ebe a wo nsi ebe no asema ye kan ye ntutuo ye class ambone ye de ya no ene ka obi now de wo bi wu a hinti wo se ma de manya aka na eno ana maka obi so be hu na conventions are equally to like laws convention well park your convention. Could you believe we say your friend is saying transparent biometric woman at MPP for the buy near war power. We agree. Actually, a transfer near us as some or more canon. No correct. Biometric at the buy, and then you will see the outdoor so. Because Obi said, me pictures 25 years ago. Now, me say, me pictures is a minimum one. But men stand there, me the thing be super until so, anything more, yeah, you say, I come out can somebody.
But the other thing they say Basse and easy Basse Adolfo moment say political parties are registered at the EC Munina Montanase. Civil society for members of the clergy will be amra. Now say EC and Adrian say even amongst more parties, no. Why muna and ya Adrian say yenye new voters register. NPP for say bear 13 other political parties can one so mono or more for so. Most the and bear 6 other political parties. On that score, then the majority will carry the vote. Or more a new voters register no ebe wini. And I won't that.
Wow. Yes, it breach that and contact them. Obi. You register political parties. Nobody's disputing that. But we are also saying, sir, yen ye wodom de kan ye sa wo nipa bebre e wo parliament e che other political parties ni nyina sa sama me kan e chinye wo ho ana
dabi
sa chinye no wo dia na che say ye no ye stake no ene to no e do so che obi a and it's so simple. What we are saying is that I don't know percent the class in the incomo. For instance, what's that? The what is 173 million. We are never say South statistics no why ya wo hunu we nyina no. Fabre mi nyina ntwem. Enti no obi ya ka we ya ka asem bi so kosoro. Ko kire wi abre yen.
Ba Alaji mebusa unuano ma me ne won adi nkomo mebusa sa question ni mesen abusa won so. And say we are watching say 2020 elections no after elections craft no one person will bet to ababiewa police ni bia ntumi enchew the right to go and vote a choice and if NDC strongly minded by one principle say enya de omo pen new voters register say ECBA kwan say ye nyina ye me register say mo betimi decide not to register ana meboa.
Oh, sir, oh yes, I know. Ubusa question here, Obi. What's some be me ya papa.
Adentia.
Obi, me ya. Obi a busa question. Whoop, said you usi so nipo mo. How many pa hotel no? Huh? Question we dey now na say ubusa.
Na yi udi ya no mama na.
Me ya no. Na mpata me chere say the question na ubusa no. Enye question papa.
Sir.
In the sense say what catch say we move here be catch say me e kurofo in simply because aban say ye register for I don't really so adhere to this level. Why did we many issue you don't want to tackle it. Say no the blame no about the case so say anasi enyanka say there be so much say be catch for say more monto. And I'm not going to register.
No, I asked that question. Alaji me pacho. Me busa question.
Obi say open me jam mo na wo kwa wo kasa.
Oh, dabi. Say
me jam ma. And I busa question. The mesra. Alaji me fly. Don't clip my wing.
Mamintio.
What that woman?
Metio.
Say my mesra.
Alaji me pacho metio.
Because we knowledge about politics and eso. You see, that we are one of the most respected journalists I know. What you say? Anything that question when who say ya? And you much say no lots of questions to ask the electoral commission.
Asempa FM.
Yes,
Ekosiisen.
I don't know 1% transit. I don't know what the cost of NCAA. But the okay, the nature say I do extreme no. Nature say do boom pa. Say NDC Becca say okay say also about the internet say mobile then. And then I won't be say you. See a Becca actually and come for so more register and say moment. Nature say you do boom. Nature say a good point of no return. Nature say I did be decision be a bit. Either we make Ghana good or we make Ghana bad. And then we say, anytime say a new hope. What Obi, a new hope.
Yeah, me busa sa question no Alaji because signal I pick it from the Electoral Commission. In fact, the last time Director of Electoral Services said Baha in the interview, okay, say Omamo by the middle of April to the end of May. Say between that period number compiling new register. And busa say, should they go ahead? And so as a matter of principle, Maka say new voters register the mumpe. And should the EC go ahead? Mobile day, mobile boycott here now. That's the question I ask.
Now, I do sa question here Ubusa make one seven and say. Say we a group baby. One eminent people and the advisors no.
Yeah.
One see any transfer, one lady no one transfer ni anka. Obi ya no one transfer. Wow. Yeah, eminent people no so etuno for no. So we should sit down and talk no. One you know better transfer be. Mo president mo baby. Go mo ni na wo mo share meboa.
Yeah.
I me what problem with mo mo ko ye no. Me nimba how many of you na ya experts on IT.
No, I think from letter a buy, you know, the media as a critical stakeholder.
We are stakeholders, but I think you say certain critical questions.
Unfortunately, the time when we meet, na me intimate me and Kobe. But me
the name sanka wono me tete wa sanka wo bi anka wo be booster questions. Hwe de nyame so ye wa mo anko. Obi wa Nsiato went me and Kobe.
But many easy for the incomo in studio. And all the
maybe with your experience, you know, because certain questions go hard. Watch the warm up. Nsiato went to me uncle.
Alaji, after Kumasi demonstration, what next?
I will continue. But I believe strongly, say, Ebia, na Accra, no, Maso. In the sense, say, what play, one advisors, you know, what would they make them?
Yes.
Now, you know, more transition, now I don't be doing it, Nantia, here, tomorrow. What I say? Also, pick a signals, you know, and never so much pick signals. And simply a matter of marker.
What signals no saying?
I don't know. They mean they are too bad. Let's make the signals.
Sir, I'm going to new register. Oh, okay. Okay.
And you know, maybe the other say, up to July, from January to July, that's really the war. So could be question now who question. I will go to the break. No cost.
Okay.
Yes.
Alaji, my member who needs our question we are no answer na wako. What to say NPP for Ebusa mo say a dime pa na munim was our register we mu among pese easy best sano. Then now we can find.
Excellent. Now answer the me you are no me Ebusa say e dey pa wo mu so ohunu a.
Sempa FM.
Kitru che e che me say bon so ba bontene. E be kan say sa register our mobile and woman at the end of the NDC. So what is that? I didn't deal with any one thing and one who can't ask them. I didn't know almost so I say yes, Adiano. Meanwhile, ye so let's say machine to look out what they bad to abano and machine for now what they bad. Obi, one of the say as a system to you know. Which I said only a little the creation of the regions, you know, referendum, you know. Now you can't be assembly local government today. Near who said the machines in this city. All the one in our mind, and you know, somewhere is that crime. Everything in our young person, you know, never done. I want to say, and now the banner edge of one. Because here you experience the baby more catch a moment. So I limited administration.
Yes.
Something after me, chairman. What's that say? I come on. Now, before we get in this episode, the process. It's in our ultimate Bosukasa. She has also. And I yet changing one. Meanwhile, no, that's why then I look this Supreme Court. I took a cut and I'm after 12 and make clear because that's why I get to me, President Akufo and your papa.
Ekosiisen on Asempa FM.
Oh, okay, I'm ready to also. And yet, said it to Abano, Moka said, Yan, say, yeah. You're talking about bloating.
Asempa FM.
The whole world will be in himself. Oh, you sat a king cut house, that's the end, will be to me to kick off. You bet to me, I yes, I know. The Bluetooth 10 million on the hour. Who could start at 0? Pastor Fowl, a just a yawa. Say, you want to follow to verify. It is so in the room. Now, that is an important in him. And yet, they also be able to have and say, yes, he is not on who knew the answer. A child there, naked. Look at the papa. You tell them. Eke to aba, yede to aba, ede nana to aba power. Simply because my country more constituency say, Uba, Ube change you. And the most sika left and right. Even here come Obi, yes, I'm
Mate Alaji, ye bese di nkomobio enti mame nase na memfa wunsi. Ye chia Kumasi fo nyina.
Yo, me so me that's so fair me. Say kura me nyanko fie.
Oh, okay.
And then the plan papa. Nemo me question obusa me am say uchi bia me nim 30,000 na me busa o wan kire me say the 30,000 here. Na me so manya obi won fa so. Obi won kire me say the 30,000 here. Na say the one and bye bye.
Now we got the 30,000. No, it will almost fail Kumasi Sports Stadium. Kumasi Sports Stadium 40,000.
Kumasi Sports Stadium. Equity 40,000 capacity.
Yes.
So we are talking about minus 10,000.
Minus 10,000, yes.
And including I'm so down. I'm saying 30,000.
No, unim yena emane ye me wan say ye ne yakamba din komo no. Akamba ka say ono numbers a wo hu ye na around be 20,000. And I over be can 30 and that's a difference of 10,000. It's huge. You know anything na ye me wan kakra no.
Emane nya wawa sa na tie. Oh, say, and no no. What happened? Actually happened in the no for you FM. What say a real and the two and the Benado. And maybe a Benada.
On
and you know, and the team bar. But yeah, rally no. And you know, the American, maybe the from the
okay, Alhaji Ahomano started my problems. Me and us in Alhaji Mohammed Sani, a former Ashanti Regional Vice Chairman of the NDC. And Moten and Canin Timontion, so messages are bano a doso, papa. Edamun ask, maybe I'm kind in amamo. For example, Franco Saywa then Tawasi, good afternoon, Obi. Ask Alhaji why they said they were not going to take part in the NIA registration, but eventually made a U-turn. That's one there. Where is a good afternoon? According to Alhaji Sani, they have more members of parliament than other opposition political parties. So other 13 political parties have no case to call for a new voters register. Indeed, if I go by the logic of Alhaji, then the NDC too has got no case because the NPP also have the majority in parliament. Mad Lion Ewo Ahafo Shidiem. Obi, the NDC can even demonstrate on Mars or Pluto, but the EC must compile a new credible voters register for the 2020 elections. Hashtag a new voters register now. Samuel Brian Boabin. We say, and why should any political party discourage its members from registering if the EC goes ahead to compile a new register for 2020? This question would have been duly answered if the NPP had boycotted the 2016 elections when the EC declined to compile a new voters register. The NPP boycotted the 1992 parliamentary elections and it was so nice. Before that, some groups also boycotted the Constituent Assembly and also the Consultative Assembly to determine the 1992 Ghana Constitution. It has also been a nice constitution, sometimes so controversial, but well fit for purpose so far. Ankel Ewo Takrade. Obi, some of us have read into detail the reasons why the EC wants to compile a new register, which are very convincing. I don't know why the NDC and their subset parties are opposing this measure. If they claim they have the numbers, why don't they encourage them to take part in the exercise rather than make all these noise? What is it about the old register that they don't want the EC to let go? We all witnessed what happened in 2012 at the Supreme Court. George Niokaite, NPP, Chicago chapter. If the NIA in the past had compiled a national identity database, the EC wouldn't have had any justification for creating new voters register. In other words, the EC created new registers every 10 years because there was no NIA database to compile electoral registers from. Today, based on the visionary investment made by the Mahama administration into our national identity management system, which is now being built on by Prof. Atefua, the NIA is creating what is constitutionally required to do. The EC has no constitutional mandate to create any identity database. It can compile a register from what the NIA creates. Therefore, as Professor Atefua's submission indicated, they have no justification for pushing for a new register. It is needlessly costly, late, and a harbinger for instability. Mrs. Yenpene must stop or be stopped to safeguard Ghana. Kofi Adoli Edie Enono. Ekosiisen Suni. Haya Sempa FM. Agbeve Herbal Hospital. Mona soap ni mona cream. Na manfo atuegu so to brutal. Ema honam so kama. Momode so obepebi. Udi soap ni dware udi inkune so extra. Malaria na ahawo wakwa enko. Agbeve Herbal aba amount. Na more menstrual issues. Agbeve tonic ewo homamo. Koko na how tonic ni bi tu ase balm ne nso me kire agbeve balm honam ni tutu pompo na abo de ehia and when ya dislocation bi a wo de bi twiso a bibia would fall in place. For 0246 595 256 0246 595 256 Agbeve Herbal Hospital wire resafie Bat Bioengineering Services say any more areas insuo emma me pache to borehole into be mechanized borehole papa bi e the amount security wall fence and alarm systems on be amount floor and wall tile construction metal gate fabrication in be amount and it just some say and a septic tank ade here papa especially mo mu fie no o septic tank obi ho ane de no enche okotena fie ho after 3 months septic tank na yema because insuo tamu say cho in the after 3 months 4 months na yema e was a car ba between bibia na ade edeko ene wo how to atwa but bio for e wo bio modern septic tank bi ase to be ma ene enyema bio and you don't need any evacuation, you don't need any dislodging e afebo and you omoka say egumua na ahye egumua na ahye and technology a omope na ewobi and wonim say we na be replaces our old traditional septic tank na enche na ayema with the modern and scientific approach that makes it better compared to the traditional manhole. And we know no evacuations, no bad odor. 2 bedrooms, 3, 4, 5 bedroom house are a suitable amount. In the moment na oni inkomo. Enya no kwa omo biogas construction. Inti o biodegradable waste, a human waste, plant waste, utugu kwano. And also metim they are generating methane gas amount out be no aduane e wo fie. Ni nyina bat bio nko an etimi eye. Ye wo pokwase ablekuma new road no eso pass solo bus stop wa fre 0261 863 009 0261 863 009. Mo pe nsase ato nsase amanso bia eni ho. This year washa wo ho bo. Sa afi be kwa wie no wato asase ahyase esi wo dan. Me pa chew asase no wate de ene. Life plan properties. Wondini won honam ese to plan your life. Life plan properties. E won nsase abroni be kasa ye credible land. Manso bi ene ho ye will be wo amasaman kojo ason kaswa amamfro kaswa domeabra kaswa denchera kaswa opeikoma fete atoma ne ofanko ena prampram ho nyina nsase da ho a ene je sem say ye nsase ne ye twa akwan na tom nti road network sorted electricity wo ho insuo e wo ho bibia kama o ha obi anim en unim ye ma okwan ma otua ne nkakra nti se wo pass asene bia obema yen 20% down payment. 20% down payment. Now, if you can spread them over 1 year, into will be or depending on the cost of the land, would every month over my 1,000 Ghana, every month 1,000 Ghana after 1 year. What year assassin baby or dear kama. Ubin so how would the NB assassin be a da and the boon till every month over my 2,000 Ghana after 1 year. What year uni problem inti bra na 20%. When you 20% pay wakwa assassin so na the akan utrian and kakranka kama. Ope building materials and so the suda yet tombi say ope architectural drawings. Yeah, will be open say yeah, you see dynama on so. We are also into real estate, material life plan properties. In the bit me say if a plan bra, yeah, you be see ama kama land documentation, land surveying ni nyina yeah be amount. In the frame it was 0244 849 436 0244 849 436. Yeah, we're down somewhere around about opposite ADB Bank. Life Plan Properties Limited. Your investment is in safe hands. I mean, Kyle say ye Henry Nanabuache or a lawyer ni National Youth Organizer of the NPP or Babakayensa representing this party, the NPP. Charles Owusu, a member of the Progressive People's Party, on Babakayensa studio ha and afe the Honorable Theophilus Tetechai, a regional secretary ma NDC. Greater Accra region. In Penny for anyone by didn't come or any Nanabi, Nanabuache, Charles Owusu, Theophilus Tetechai. More better one after this.